Oh, he's so excited now.
I know.
He's so excited. Kepler has not had any dry food in a month, aside from like a tiny bit as a treat, like once or twice, and that's been it. But we finally got him some dry food. We've had a heck of a time getting a hold of this dry food. It was remarkably difficult, but we've been feeding him the food that we fed him to fix his pancreatitis was Royal Canin digest sensitive food. This is a wet food, and this is one of the ones that we found online that had a lot of the stuff he needed and not a lot of the stuff that he didn't need. So if you have a cat maybe in a similar situation that is diagnosed with pancreatitis, I'd look into that one because it literally did work. The problem is...
he's not a big fan of it.
Well, that's one of the problems, is that after a month he was kind of like, eh. That's one of the problems. The other problem is that it is expensive. It's expensive because to take a cat that has been eating both wet and dry food and move the cat exclusively to wet food, especially one that's kind of expensive, is like, eh. So I've been wanting to get him back on some sort of dry...
He wants more. He's looking for it.
Don't you jump on the counter.
You don't do that.
No.
He liked it.
He must have really liked it. Hopefully you keep liking it, right? Anyway, so Royal Canin has a digest-sensitive dry food. And they've had it at our local pet store, and they've had it online, but it's only in these giant bags. And, like, it's still a pretty expensive food, but it's like half the price of what the wet food is. So I'm like, okay, I'd like to get some of this food, but I didn't want to commit to this giant bag before he had a chance to try it. So I've been trying to get a hold of a smaller bag, and finally a smaller bag came in stock on Amazon. We had been looking at Amazon, Petco, PetSmart, Chewy, like all the websites, and then also the actual pet stores, and finally a small bag came in. So this is the first time he's had a chance to try it, and like he clearly enjoyed it.
Yeah, I haven't seen him act like this about food in over a month.
Yeah, so...
And the wet food is better for him. The vet wants him on wet as much as possible, but he doesn't eat it very well. He's not a big fan.
Yeah, it's been a bit of a struggle around here for the past month with him, to be perfectly honest. He's eating, and he's healthy. He's okay, but he has definitely gotten tired of that digest food, to the point that when we feed it to him now, we actually take some of his old food and mix it in order to get him to eat it, because if it's just the digest food, he'll pick at it a little bit and then he'll just skip out on a meal.
We have all sorts of tricks.
Yeah,
Sometimes we find if we pick it up and we act like it's a brand new food, if he stopped eating it, and then we'll, oh look, we got this, and we'll set it down and he'll eat a little bit more.
Yeah. Anyway, it's...
Did you like that?
He liked it, which is exciting, because he needs to like something. He needs to have another option. And again, it's helpful because it is less expensive than the wet food.
He'll stay on partially wet. It won't be solid dry.
Yeah, well, that's the way it's always been. He's been half wet, half dry for years, and for the past month he's been only wet. And I'm thankful that there's a digest dry food that he can be on for a little bit. And he may not be on this stuff forever. We might be able to move him back to something more accessible and cheaper. But if he likes it, there's no harm in keeping him on it, because it's got good stuff. It's a high-quality food. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Tuesday. Whew, we got in bed a little late. I said that last night. I ended the blog, I think it was like 4 o'clock. But we weren't up that long yesterday, so we got up, we did breakfast stream. We were tired afterwards, so we went back to bed and took a nice long nap. We really haven't accomplished a whole lot today, but I kind of figured that this week was going to be slow moving. It was going to be hard to get back into the swing of things. I mean, we'll get there. It's just we're not there yet. We're in the process of cleaning the house up a little bit. I mean, for one, because we need to, and then for two, Dan's actually going to come over tonight. Dan sent me a message, and he's feeling just a little bit lonely because Lindsay's actually out of town. Lindsay's mom came into town, as you know. She joined us for Cinco de Mayo. But then Lindsay and her mom went back to Wisconsin to spend a little time up there. So Dan is at home, and he's dog watching, or dog sitting. Dog sitting, I guess. You know, we didn't have driveway time last week. We're actually not having it this week either because we're busy getting stuff set up for other things and trying to get the house cleaned up. So I sent him a message and I'm like, Dan, why don't you come over for dinner? Because there's no one else over there, and it's nice that we can finally have people in the house again. So that's what we're going to do. I don't know what we're going to eat. Like spaghetti?
We could do spaghetti.
Spaghetti, maybe? I don't know. Spaghetti is an option. We're going to order a pizza. We'll figure it out. That part's not important, but he'll be here in a little bit. And, he won't be here all night because he does have to, go back to the dogs at some point. But we'll hang out, we'll eat some dinner, and enjoy the ability to be present in each other's presence. Yes, that's right. I am a wordsmith. It has been a long time since we had dinner at this table with people. In fact, the last time, I bet you anything, was when we had folks over to play games inside.
Extra Life?
Okay, Extra Life, never mind. I keep forgetting Extra Life happened.
It was a fever dream.
It felt a little bit like a fever dream.
But also, like 8 months is a long time anyway. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, Dan's here.
Hi!
So it's super exciting to have Dan back. We made spaghetti, and it's really good.
Because we didn't plan ahead, and it was one of the few things we can make without planning ahead.
Well, also it's just delicious, and we haven't really had it much this year. I was just telling Dan we made it quite a bit last year.
But you see our special treat?
Yeah, we have
freshly grated Parmesan.
That's real cheese.
Dan would know. He's Italian. You have to have a friend who has some sort of Italian heritage make that statement around cheese, and then you know it's cheese.
Why not count?
Are you Italian?
I'm Wisconsin.
Okay, that's a separate qualification, but we will count it.
Both of us are here.
Yeah. Okay.
Both judges are here.
Between both of you, I trust your opinions on cheese. Mal's also been doing the spaghetti different. I don't think we ever talked about it on the blog, but there's a way where
I read online that if you save pasta water and put a little bit in the sauce, it helps the sauce stick to the noodles better, and then you combine it all.
I think it's true.
And I feel like the taste of the noodles is more flavorful and less bland spaghetti.
Yeah. It is.
Because the sauce adheres to it.
It does that. That's the scientific motion. It does. It does stick to it better, and it does have a different taste. So look up a better explanation of it than put water back in sauce. And it's
only like a 4th cup that I use of the pasta water.
Yeah, but it does do something.
Covered it or something.
Yeah,
yeah, probably. I just saw Kep
peek over.
Hi, bud. Shoulder. Hi, buddy.
He's over here already.
He's probably excited because there's someone else in the house.
Hi, bud.
He's like, I'm sick of mom and dad. It's so nice that there's someone else here.
Something different.
Do you remember when I was the one who first used y'all's table whenever y'all first got married?
In Columbia? Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember, I don't know if we ever told the story, but...
We had bought that wood table.
Yeah, the wood table that we still have over there. We got it at IKEA for like $100. Dan came to visit for the first time, and whenever we served food, he just went and naturally sat at the table, and Mal and I just stared at him like...
What are you doing?
What are you doing? And then it occurred to us that we bought this table and we had never once sat at it because we ate dinner every night on the couch watching television, which is still what we do now.
Yeah.
But it's nice every once in a while.
Well, it's also nice when you have more than 2 people because otherwise there's nowhere to put your food. Did you drop it on his little noggin?
I set it on his noggin and he
don't like it on his noggin. He doesn't understand the noggin.
He wild.
It's like the cheese thing.
He doesn't understand.
I have nothing.
Don't let him think that he can play with people. We played phase 10. Well, we technically played phase 5.
Yeah.
Because we only played 5 phases.
Yeah.
And Dan sort of smoked us.
I got very lucky, and I was really surprised.
It was like first hand each phase. Dan's like, and
like
run
the
of
entire
10.
thing.
Yeah.
He got a run of 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it got to a point, and I'm like, I could play this now, but like, it doesn't seem like everybody else is gonna complete it, so I'll like keep playing, and like, yeah.
Yeah.
I got very lucky.
Well, you did good. Mal and I lost, but it was fun.
I lost more than you lost.
You did, yeah. You extra lost.
I extra lost.
I only normal lost. Mm-hmm. You did a double lose, but Dan did a big win for getting a 4 out of 10, almost twice actually.
Yeah. It was.
And I was shuffling, so it's not even like.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mal, you should.
She was giving me the good cards.
You should have rigged this, Mal. Having Dan here was a treat, but I got to tell you, I'm still definitely recovering from the weekend and by association last week. I was starting to get tired, like when we started playing the card game, and then after we played, and we only played half a round. We only played to phase 5, really. Dan headed out. Shortly after he left, I got so tired, like tired to the point I felt like I could have just like collapsed. And I had just a little bit more I needed to do today, so I went upstairs and I was scheduling things on Stephen Plays for tomorrow. And I had to push through to make sure I got that done at least. And by the time I was done doing that, I was a little more awake, but I'm still just super tired. So I'm excited to get some sleep. We have been off of our normal schedule and been up and down with sleep for so long that it probably is going to take a full week of trying to get adequate sleep in order to fix things. But that's okay. Because, at this point we don't have anything else going on. It's just everything has been building up to TRG Coliseum, and now that it's over, we can kind of rest. Things go back to normal, and we're just going to do our best to try and get some sleep. And on that note,
good night.
Mal's ready for bed. Let's do that. Let's get some sleep. Thank you so much for watching. There'll be more tomorrow, and let's be back tomorrow, shall we?